got this opinionated column, really, I suppose you'd call it, wouldn't you, these days? Sort of Studmarks, which sort of stamp your authority in your comments, and people like to read those.
Had many titles through. One's called The Judge.
Oh yes, yeah.
Plenty of remarks. Yeah, I think I like outspoken people. I like them. I mean, Doug Ellis hated me, and I have to say I hated Doug Ellis, but he had some good points. He was okay in some ways, but...
he didn't like criticism.
Well, nobody does really, do they? He did well enough with Villa. I mean, he sacked the European Cup winners manager for no real reason. And he was Tony Barton. What a nice guy, what a good guy he was. I mean, the truth was that he was made manager because there was no one else. And he had a brilliant team. And old Morty always said that the team won it, not the manager. The team were responsible for just about everything, which really meant he was. No, good guys, great guys.
Yeah. What about some of the other characters you've managed to upset then with your Judge and Studmarks? Do you ever really have anybody that had to go at you?
Well, what's his name? Hatton, of Bob Hatton. He used to have long hair and played inside forward. And I once wrote that he looked like a member of the Grateful Dead. It was just meant to be a comment. But even today, 20 years after I've retired, I still get blues fans saying, "Oh, you're the bugger called Bob Hatton Grateful Dead." So they do come back to bite you, although, what's wrong with that? Oh no, you have some fun, why not? Yeah. I mean, they have plenty of chance to hit back at you if they wish, and that's fine. I don't remember criticising that many people. I know I did. I know that Dennis Amis, who actually lives down the road, literally 100 yards away, and I hadn't seen him for years, and he said, you're the one who criticised us all the time. I said, what do you mean? And he said, all this stuff about the money and whatever. And I said, I just don't remember that, Dennis. And then he reminded me a little bit, and we laughed. And, that was it, because he's a great lad. Yeah. But you do it because you think you ought to, really. Yeah. So, I don't know. Oh, yes, I do remember one that I was unhappy about at the time. I'm still unhappy that I did it, but I felt that it ought to be said. So Paul McGrath failed to go to Portsmouth, or wasn't in the team, to Portsmouth I think it was a bank holiday match of some sort. And I made a few inquiries as to why he was missing. And they said, when he turned up, he was so pissed he couldn't get into the coach, so we sent him home. And it wasn't the first time it happened either, And I wrote a piece which I said that I don't see how a club can function when a player of his skill, because he was a great player, McGrath, of his talent, is so drunk that he can't play. It's his job. Anybody else would be sacked in any other job, particularly in a crucial match. And I think Villa should do the same. And they didn't. And the next time I saw McGrath, I said, have a word, Paul. And he said, don't talk to you. So what you said about me? I said, you were drinking, not me. No, don't talk to you. And he wouldn't. And I was admonished by a number of people for it. I still think I was right, but he was such a decent guy, such a great footballer. and so loved, although that wouldn't matter, but so loved by Villa fans. I feel an element of guilt about it. Or, could have been kinder and perhaps not suggested a sack. But you do, I mean, I'm not going to excuse myself. I don't think it's necessary. I just think that I do feel a bit, even today, 30 years later. It's one of the few I do remember, but...